when calculating with significant digit, you need to follow specific rules. In this case, we have adding and subtracting, multiplying or dividing, or a mixture. Okay, so let's look at the basic one first, adding and subtracting. When you add and subtract, you keep the fewest decimal places. In this case, this one has 1 decimal place, this one also has 1, this one has 2. So what is the fewest decimal place that you will have? We have 1 here, 1 there, 2 there. Of course, the fewest decimal place is going to be 1. And when you plug in the calculator, you have this values. But again, we only want to keep the fewest decimal place, which is 1 right there. So we have to round this. This will make into a 10, so therefore it becomes a 0, and this increased by 1. That's why you have this one right here, 1 decimal places. Another example, when you have a mixture of both things, again, just plug in the calculator. Plug it in. And what you have is this big number right here. In this case, we have 3 decimal places, 2 decimal places, and we have 4 decimal places. What is the fewest decimal places? It's going to be 2. So your answer must be rounded to have 2 decimal places. Here is your second decimal places. So we round. This 2 will not affect the 4. So therefore we have 77.34 with 2 decimal places. What happens when you multiply or divide? Instead of looking at decimal places, you're looking at the number of significant digits. Again, here we have a very complicated one because this is scientific notation, right? But we only focus on this one. This one has 2 significant digits. And again, this number, we only focus on this one. This one has 4 significant digits. And we have this one, where this one has, I don't know, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We have 6 significant digits. What is the least number of significant digits that we have? It is 2. So your answer must have 2 significant digits. So what you're going to do is you're going to plug everything in a calculator and you have yourself this number. And then the next thing all you have to do is you just round to have 2 significant digits. In this case, right here at the 4. That 7 will make the 4 become a 5, and therefore we have 1.5. Again, we ignore the exponent part when we are looking at significant digit. Another way that we have is the way the problem is being set up is like this. So basically, you plug everything in a calculator, right? And then we look at the number of significant digits of each number. In this case, this one has 3. This one has 3. Because this 0, they don't count. Because the first one 0 is there. And this one also has 3. And this one also has 3. So what is the least number of significant digits that we have? It's going to be 3. We plug in the calculator. We have this number. Third significant digit. So that 3 will not change to 6. So we have 2.26. What happens when we have a mixture of addition and multiplication and subtraction and division? In this case, we have division and addition. What you need to do is you need to follow the order operation. Okay? Please excuse my dear Aunt Sally. Parenthesis. This is exponent. This is multiplication. This is division. This is addition. And lastly, this is subtraction. So you always do parenthesis first, and then exponent. This 2 thing can be either 1, and this 2 thing can be either 1. Now in this case we have division, so we're going to do that one first, and this one first. When we plug in the calculator for this part, we are going to get this number. Okay? When we plug in the calculator for this part, we are going to get that number. And lastly, if we plug in the calculator for this part, we get this number. Because we are doing division, we are keeping the least digit number right here. So in this case, the least digit number is 2, and this one is 4, so we have to keep 2 digits. That's why you keep it right here. You round it right there. And then we do the same thing. We have 3 right here. We have 3 right there. So the least is going to be 3 right there as well. So again, this one's 2, this one 3. And right here, we plug in the calculator. We have, how many do we have here? We have 4 right there. And we have 2, 4, 5 right there. So we are going to keep 4. There you go. Now, with this information, now we have addition, isn't it? The rule for addition is to keep the fewest decimal places. We have 2 decimal place, we have 3 decimal places with there, and we have 1 decimal place. So therefore, your answer must have only 1 decimal place. Again, let's go back. This place has 2 decimal places, 1, 2. This one has 1, 2, 3. This one has 1. And when you plug in your calculator, you just keep 1 decimal place.